Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Garrett. Legion Tower Defense 2. The big patch came out yesterday. They fixed up the game incredibly. They boosted some units, and then they nerfed a few other units. And they put in a damage meter. They put in a tanking meter, tanking for your units that are tanks. We've got a 4 versus 4 here. I have something very specific to talk to you about. I hope that God's going to bless you. We've been playing the mechs, getting better and better, playing nomads, maybe my favorite. Let's try the shrine. So first things first,
to Nova.
Let's find out if we can replace anybody. Pee-wees, no. Gate guard, no. The Desert Pilgrim is pretty good, and the Ranger is good. So let's get rid of the Infiltrator, and we either add the Desert Pilgrim or we add a Ranger. Let's add a Ranger. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down a Wanderer here, right about there. Let's build 2 workers. And let's put down a mask right about here. Okay. I was playing a 4 versus 4 last night, PvP. And you want to know what the Lord did? He had me playing against 4 pros. Against 4 people so good. We should have got absolutely demolished. And as soon as I saw that we queued up against them, I immediately started to feel uncomfortable. Why? Because the old Garrett might have got a little bit of anxiety and said, oh, come on, we're playing 4 pros. They're all on the same team. Oh, come on, Lord, you know, why this and why that? But the new Garrett is practicing to be free in Christ, to have fun, to don't worry about if you're going to win or if you're going to lose, and that the Lord is using all of this for my good. Okay, let's see. I made a mistake. I was supposed to build a Nekomato there, and I didn't, so we're going to get breached. So I'm warning those of you ahead of time. We do get breached here. This is not strong enough for Wave 2. Why did I do that? To build another worker down here. Do you see I have 4? My teammate has 3, 3, and 2. Now you might be thinking, Garrett, is that worth it? You're going to get breached. Yes, it's worth it, because the whole goal here is to get more workers. Now I do get breached, as far as I know I do. Although my Wanderer is putting down the you-know-what on them. Look at that. We got an extra worker and we didn't get breached. Is that a miracle? Awesome, praise God. So the game starts yesterday. By the way, see, I have 4 workers, they have 3. That's a big deal. I'm telling you right now, that is a big deal. Let's go with another worker and put down the Nekomata. This is my cat. I love cats. I love pets. My wife Tristan has a couple dogs back at home. I love cats and dogs, but this is my Nekomata cat. So the Lord queues me up with 4 pros last night. They're my enemies. I'm on the bad team. They're on the professional team. So first things first, get rid of the fear, get rid of the anxiety. Realize we're here to have fun. We're going to have a good time and practice and have a good time. Play the game. Let the Lord work on sanctifying your soul while you play the game and have a good time. Okay, let's see. My teammates are doing okay. Are we gonna get breached? No. Praise God, we're doing okay. We have 5 workers. My teammates have 3 and 4. Now do you see why this is a big deal? And guess what? We breached the enemy. These are our attackers. And we're getting gold for every one of these. Okay, let's go back home. Now, what do we want? We have 118. Wave 4 is a little bit harder. Let's put down a Nekomata. Do we want 2 masks or 1 ranger for wave 4? I'm gonna go a ranger, I guess. Okay, I did not build a worker. Wave 4 gets a little bit harder. See these birds? If you underestimate them, you will get breached. I promise you. Lots of people get breached on wave 4 because they underestimate these flying chickens. I know, the units have funny names, but it's still a fun game. We're okay, can we build a worker? Yeah, let's build 1 worker. So the game starts and I'm practicing to have fun, not worrying about the score. And I'm expecting us to get demolished by the 4 pros. Couple rounds go by. And I got to be honest, my game is going absolutely fantastic. Did we get breached? No, we're fine. Okay, we have 110 gold. Wave 5 is the little mini boss. We have 6 workers. Let's go with the Nekomata and 2 masks. Let's build a snail. A couple more waves go by in the game last night, and I'm doing fantastic. Whatever the Lord is doing in my game, I'm building right. I'm getting the workers right. My placement's correct. Everything's going great. So now we're on the wave 10 boss, and I'm thinking, okay, we're about to get demolished by this group of pros. Okay, we're gonna get breached here, but that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it has to be okay. All of my teammates did really good. Here's their defense. I got breached. I gotta be humble. Let's build a worker. And my teammates saved my you-know-what. Okay. Now, 97 gold. Let's upgrade a Nekomata once, and once. When you upgrade the Nekomata, their health bar gets higher. And you can upgrade the Nekomata cats 7 times. And when you get to number 7, they get special abilities. We've got 7 workers. My teammate has 7 now. Okay, let's see what happens. So now, in the game last night, I totally realized we're gonna lose and get demolished. We're on wave 11, 12, and 13 now. I've never been breached once. I have a massive amount of workers. See the workers here getting the Mythium? I've got a massive amount of workers. And I'm having an incredible game. Nobody's touched our king, and we haven't touched their king yet. See the king's up here? See our king? This is our king. This is their king over here. We're on wave 13 and 14 now. And I'm looking at the score, and I'm number 2, and I figure, yeah, my game's going incredible. This might be one of the best games I've ever had. Let's go ahead and build a Yozora. Let's put her right here. Let's build a snail. The Yozora here freezes the enemies. She just got buffed. I'm so happy about that because I play them here. She got buffed. She has more health and a little bit more damage now. My team is a little bit weak. I admit we're a little bit weak here. We might get breached. Let's find out. So in the game last night, we're on the wave 15 boss, and I'm thinking, okay, this is it. They're going to slam us. Wave 15 goes by, and we make it to their king. Wave 16 and 17 go by, and we're making it to their king, and you're not going to believe it. I'm number 1 in the game. See how I'm number 1 here right now? Hey, praise God. Okay, let's build a worker. Let's build another one. I'm going to get really aggressive and pump out workers here. Everybody's clearing. Okay, we're attacking them. We're getting some gold. These are our attackers. This is their defense. We're getting some sweet, sweet gold. Look at that. Okay, we have 9 workers. We have 150 gold. I'm going to go with a wanderer and put him right here. Let's build a mask. Okay. So in the game last night, we should have lost it so easily. They should have smashed us by turn 15 to turn 17. Now we're on turn 17 and turn 18. The game's getting harder and harder. And we're making it to their king over and over again. And I'm number 1, and I can't believe it. I'm number 1? I've only been playing the game 2 weeks. How am I number 1? Now we're at wave 19 and 20, the boss on 20. We make it to their king again. Their king over here is down to 50% health. And we're winning? We're winning the game? My teammate got breached here. These are the enemy attackers coming into us. But our defense is good. We're going to be okay. And we're winning the game last night against the pros. We get to wave 21, and we go past 21. And you're not going to believe it. Not only did we win the game, not only was I the number 1 player, not only was I the MVP of the game, but we beat them so easily. I mean, we beat them so easily. And the reason why I'm sharing this story is, child of God, you have to stop giving up. You have to stop quitting. You have to stop quitting all the time. I know that it's very common when a game is going against us just to disconnect and throw in the towel. And if you are a child of God, if you are a chosen one, that is the last thing on earth you should be doing. I want you to know the Lord started teaching me this 3, 4, or 5 years ago. And because I didn't quit in games, because I didn't throw in the towel, I want you to know I have seen some of the greatest comebacks that I've ever seen in my entire life in gaming in the last 5 years while I've been practicing this. And I'm talking about comebacks in all of the different games I play, and I'll mention just 4, 5, 6 true stories in Heroes of the Storm, which I believe is the best MOBA ever made. I'm a big Heroes of the Storm fan, and I've seen games in Heroes of the Storm where my team was losing so bad, we all should have picked up our computers and thrown them in the trash can. That's how bad we have been losing over and over again the last 4 or 5 years. And I want you to know that Jesus This is a boss, by the way. I get breached here a lot. I want you to know that Jesus, the master of the universe, has done miracle after miracle after miracle for me in gaming comebacks, to where we won matches that were absolutely impossible to win. No chance, no hope, no nothing. Now you might be thinking, well, Garrett, it's only a game. This is not a big deal. Why are you talking about this? I want you to know it's not only a game. Quitting for many of us is a way of life. We've been quitting all the time, quitting things over and over and over again, all the time. And what happened is we've made quitting a way of life, and the Lord wants to undo that now. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, I upgraded the Nekomata to level 7. He's fully upgraded. Now he has special abilities, which I'll try to get to in 1 second. Now, let's see. Now he starts healing when you max him out. Let's see. How can I show it to you? Give me 1 second. When you level him up all the way, he starts healing. Let's see if we can see the healing that he's doing. It should show up in a green. Anyway, I can't see it right now. Here's the Nekomata damage down here. He's number 1 right now in damage. I'm getting really aggressive. I'm pouring out workers. Just getting super aggressive. Look down here. I have 17 workers. My teammates have 10, 8, and 9. If you want to get better at the game, you have to pour out workers, and you're balancing. Here's the DPS down here if you want to take a look, and here's the tanking. This is tanking. This is DPS. If you want to get better at the game, you've got to balance the fine line between having too many workers and having too many fighters. And you'll do that with God's grace. You'll do that just by practicing. Let's level up some masks. This is a level 2 mask, and they turn into a false maiden. See the mask, level 2? Oh, the Nekomata, let's see, can we look at his stats? At max 7 stacks, he gains Devour, and he heals for 1% of its max health every time he gets a kill. It's not too much, but it helps out. Now, let's look at the DPS meter. The Nekomata is still holding it down, and the false maidens are now in 2nd place. I want you men and women of God to know we never had a DPS meter. We were playing the game the hard way by using our eyesight, who is attacking good and who isn't. Now we have a meter. Here's the Ranger, but you got to upgrade the Ranger to level 2. Okay, my teammate got breached, but we have a strong defense. Let's build a worker. So you're balancing a fine line between having too many workers and too many units. And that's why the game is so much fun. By the way, we made it to their king. Look at that. Okay, let's build a soul gate. This is a gate, and units come out of here. And every time a unit comes out of here, it loses some health. And as enough units come out of here and fight, this will lose all of its health after a while. Let's build some masks. Okay, I have 23 workers. My teammates have 11, 12, and 11. I have double their workers. So what does that mean? I have double their Mythium down here where my mouse is, which means I have double the attackers, which means I have double their gold. It's a big deal. Really, really big deal. Okay, we're doing, let's see. Are we doing okay? Or are we going to get breached? Here's my soul gate. There's a unit that just came out. Okay, we got breached. Okay. And we made it. Here's our attackers. We made it to the king. Look at that. Now, if you're new to the game and you're thinking, okay, Garrett, you just got breached, what do? Build less workers. Instead of me building 3 more workers, I won't. I'll build, instead of building 5 workers, I'll build only 2. And let's upgrade the Yuzora, and she turns into a Arc Terror. This is her level 2. And we have 144 gold. Let's start leveling up the Nekomatas. See, as you level them up, you see that? Okay, we have 24 gold. Okay, we can't order anything. So, we beat the pros last night, and we didn't just beat them, we demolished them. I had the best game of my life, even though the game has only been out for 3 weeks as far as official release. This is wave 14. The wave 15 boss is next, and he's a little bit tough. I'm not going to build workers right now. I'm barely clearing here, wave 14, and the boss is next. Come on, we need some units come out of here. Can we clear? Not really. Okay, we got breached. I'm not going to build any workers for the level 15 boss because the level 15 boss, he's actually tough. He really is. 717 gold. That's a little too much. Let's build 2 workers. Now, we got breached 2 rounds in a row. So Yuzora, I'm sorry, the Wanderer has to go to level 2. We have 342 gold. Man, we need DPS really badly. We have 93 gold, we have 100 Mythium. Can we make it to 120 for a Drake? 3 seconds. Yes. Okay, here's the boss. This guy is tough. Here's the boss back here. Here's his minions over here. Let's see what happens. So the whole point of these true stories are we gotta practice to stop quitting. We can't keep quitting everything. The Lord wants us to practice in our gaming. Practice in your gaming to stop quitting, and you're gonna see some of the greatest comebacks in your entire life that you ever seen before. And then you'll practice to stop quitting in your gaming all the way into your real life. And this is, the Lord's going to move this into your real life practice, and it's going to be incredible. Okay, my teammates got breached, and here's our defense. We're fine. And attackers, here's our attackers. Level 15, don't build any workers. Don't build any. Look at this. You see this? Level 16, you get double the worker now for the same price. Yes. Pump them out on level 16 when you get double. Okay, let's take the soul gate to level 2. And it turns into a hell gate. Wow, what a terrible name for that. And let's put out a mask. This is wave 16 now. The game starts to get harder and harder now. Every wave. Let's go ahead and pump out a lizard. And this is now a level 2 soul gate. It's turned into a hell gate. Offhand, it looks like we're getting breached here pretty badly. Yeah, we're getting breached here. But our king is at 100%. He's fully upgraded. And I'm going to pump out drakes and cannoneers if I can. Okay, we need... There we go. Hey, we got him. Praise God. We didn't get breached. Now, the game is telling me down here that my fighter level is too low.
Shut down.
It says it's too low. So,
let's go.
How many workers will we build? It's a fine balance, and it makes the game so much fun. It really does. So we have 994 gold. We almost got breached. Let's upgrade her. Let's finish the Nekomata to 7 stacks. Now he heals. Let's go to 7 stacks on the other Nekomata.
Yes.
Let's start upgrading the masks. $44 gold left. Okay. Now, I have 45 workers. Let me be honest with you. If I wasn't on the microphone, I'd want to be at about 75 workers right now. No joking. I'd want to be at 75. But I'm not being as aggressive as I should be building workers because I wanted to share with you how important it is to the Lord that we stop quitting, that we try harder, that we don't lose hope, that we don't lose faith. And he's using gaming to teach us this. It's really amazing. Okay, we made it. We have breached the enemy. Look at our attackers here. I'm going to pump out workers. Why? We might win. We're getting a ton of gold. Our king is at 100%. Pump out workers all the way, all the way. Keep going. Did we win? Hey, we won.
Victory.
Praise God. We made a video. I shared the true stories with you. We won. No quitting, people. We won the 4 versus 4 last night against the pros. I got the top score. My teammate got MVP. And I'll show you a couple things here. Fighter value, enemy. Here's an enemy, 4,500. My fighter value is 4,600. I have 63 workers. Here's the enemy workers, and here's my teammates. And I have 2,741 Mythium, and here's their Mythium. We had a great game. Even though I should have had more workers, we still had a great game. Here's my guild. Praise God. We got to stop quitting. Amen to that.